Hi there. I'm Andrea Faste.
Yay, Andrea!
And I have some of the stories I feel like I need to at least put footnotes to. I was on the board from 1980 to 1999. Is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
First of all, I'd like to say to Barb that there was a parade the year before you, and I'd like to thank Mr. Peck because it was his Buick that had Pat Conover riding on it, and she was throwing oranges, which, you know, the colors of the Fremont Bridge, the orange and the blue, and she was tossing out the oranges and saying, "Orange, you glad you came?" I don't know where it started, but we always had a cannon that started the parade, and that went on for several years. There's some wonderful stories about Fremont. I just want to mention a couple from the perspective of being on the board and the little sparks that get things started. I remember the night that Mark Santos Johnson came to the board. He was working in the housing division, and he wanted very much to start the Broadview emergency shelter. And the thing that sticks in my mind about that night was Bob Walker, the Reverend Walker, saying, "Isn't this like the nose of the camel under the tent?" And indeed it was. And from that night, I remember we did authorize Mark to go forward with the project. The original plan was to have the shelter be in Broadview Thompson Elementary School up on Greenwood Avenue North. But for whatever reason, that fell through. And we ended up buying the building that's behind Harborview, where the Broadview shelter is now. And one of the daunting things that I had to do when I was president of the board that year was actually sit in the real estate agent's office and buy the building. I don't know, many of you bought houses, but if you've bought a building, you know that there are about 30 pages of signatures that you have to sign. And it was a new experience for me. I was quite impressed. But over the years, we had so much fun with even the board meetings. Well, some nights they weren't so much fun. But everybody was so good-hearted, and that feeling of camaraderie and the feeling that we were really doing something important carried all the time. Over the years, of course, all of us on the board had to sit on various committees. I don't remember that stuff about being in the basement with Peter Beavis. Oh, I remember Peter Beavis doing the treasury. Yeah, we did that. But I remember the hiring committees, and a couple of the hires that we made in those years particularly stick with me. Two of the people that I think really shaped the agency in those years are when we hired Paul Hawes. And the other one was when we hired Cheryl Cobbs. What a difference those two people have made for Fremont. And then, you know, the people that were early on the staff and who had brilliant ideas, like Armin with his recycling, just a few years before the city got with the program, you know. And Pat Conover, who is strangely missing from the slides. I don't know why. She ran the daycare. She's an institution in and of herself. Our daughter went to her daycare. It was over at West Woodland Elementary School, and she was a real character. But anyway, everybody associated in those early years, and as the agency has grown and turned into solid ground, just evoked for me that spirit of giving to the community and really trying to make a difference. And I'm happy that they're continuing to do that. Thank you.